Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this. Welcome back to more Darktide. And, I forgot that Easter is coming up. And when Easter comes up, that means all the candy brands release jelly beans of their candy. I actually have some Sour Patch Kid jelly beans right now, and I'm going to eat them. Nom, 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 nom. I bit my tongue doing that. And I like jelly beans. Jelly beans normally, they're whatever. The candy flavored jelly beans, that's what we're talking about. Also, I almost forgot it was Easter had I not walked through Target. Or almost Easter, I guess. Easter in a month. Right? No, Easter's in April. Right? I don't remember. Anyway, the build we were running today is the Dig into the Smock with Crusher Maul with damage to unyielding enemies, plus 2 stamina, Skull Crusher, and Slaughterer. And then we have the Purg Flamer with Penetrating Flame, Blaze Away, Reload Speed, and Infested Enemy Damage. And then for the talents, we have Disdain, Anointing Blood, Backstabber, Blood Redemption, Purge the Unclean, Restoring Faith, Immolation Grenade, Grabbing, Dance of Death, and Thy Wrath Be Swift. And we have Until Death, Holy Revenant, Benediction, Fury of the Faithful with Redoubled Zeal, Punishment, Faithful Frenzy, Sustained Assault, Swift Certainty, Inexorable Judgment, and Inebriate's Poise. That's the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? You know what's crazy? I can't remember the last time I've done Excise Vault. That's the mission with the Servitor Tower. One you don't see it happening. I feel like I rarely see it in Auric Damnation. It makes me wonder why. I'm eating more jelly beans as I ponder that. Because I like that map a lot. Nom nom nom. Oh. Jesus. Fortunately. Oh, there's no floor there. He let me fall. Huh. Uh-oh. Huh. Huh. I'll see you in the next one. Alrighty, and we're back. Fear the Old Blood, Bloodborne reference. Every time, once again, I say this knowing full well that some people cannot afford to move out of Appalachia because of the economic situation they find themselves in. I get it. However, also, these are Appalachians, so they're probably used to this. Whenever I see stuff from Appalachia, I'm like, you know what? I'll go, I've been to some less than savory places in my life. Some real sketchy streets. And real sketchy places. I went to an abandoned hospital in which I learned that there was a bunch of murdering meth addicts in the buildings nearby. I've done all sorts of shenanigans, okay? Appalachia is a place I believe I will never go to. Simply because you just hear something new from it every time you hear about it, and it's always terrifying. Oh yeah, Appalachian cannibals. Okay. Oh, skinwalkers? Beasts from beyond this realm? Got it. Ghosts? Forest haunted? Got it. And it's just, every time it's like, I remember why I wouldn't want to go there. Whew. Bonk. Yeah, no, like, I just saw a video and it was like, oh, this is from like, this Appalachian woman has, like, some spooky shit going on. And she has Ring camera set around. Albeit, this is, like, schlop. This is YouTube schlop, right? It's clickbait, but, like, the woman, she has an actual TikTok, and it, like, showed videos of her TikToks, and I was like, that seems pretty honest in a way. I mean, you know, it might not have been, you know, with video editing software. But this lady, she had rings like CCTV cameras set up around her house, like, area, which makes sense, especially if you live in an area of Appalachia, if there's wild animals or anything like that, or, you know, people. Jesus, that was almost bad. You know, it seems like a perfect time to bust this one out. Just get a nice little, like, breeze going. I don't have another charge. Okay, someone else did. Or, well, by charge, I mean a bolt round. Get flipped, buddy. Yeah, I think that would have hit me had it not been shot, so I'm very grateful. But anyway, something on her noise sensor got picked up to, like, ping her, and so she checked it and shot the video, and there was just whistling. Now, whistling, scary, yes. However, a lot of animals whistle. Birds, foxes, I think some coyotes can whistle. So, like, you know, once again, crows are mockingbirds, so they can, you know, they can whistle and do all sorts of shit. However, what was real spooky was the, like, there was, like, a whispered, like, let me in, and she had, like, checked the other cameras to, like, at this other angle, and there was no one there. And it didn't sound like someone had, like, hacked into her rings, and she had, like, thought that was a possibility. But it doesn't even sound the way that it would if you were speaking through the camera, right? If you're using the camera's mic. Which is something you can do, obviously, because Ring cameras meant to be like, you know, if you know what Ring cameras are, you know, it's no surprise. And then she had multiple videos of, like, whispers being shit like that and, like, whistling. And the spooky one was, like, there was one inside her house. I'm like, ah, you got tree ghosts. Ghosts from the trees. And then every so often you hear, like, stories of, like this other guy had posted a TikTok of, like, him solo hiking a night in Appalachia, which is, like, one, probably a bad idea, because all supernatural stuff aside, there's, like, you know, actual cannibals in, like, you know, cults and, like, weird shit going on in Appalachia. And he's posting this, he's solo hiking at night, which is, once again, an insane thing to do. I would presume he's armed, but still, you wouldn't catch me doing that, you know? My name is not James, okay? And he's doing that, and he, from the trees, just shouting a very clear, like, ah, help me, like a woman screaming, along with, like, other stuff, but, like, I say clear, but it was very, like, gargled. Once again, could have been edited, but, like, on the off chance it wasn't, I'm not gonna bet to deal with no skinwalker. Piss fire. Like, I know that the knives are, like, technically what you should run with the Zealot. At least if I were running Martyr, if I was running Havoc, I'd probably run the knives, because you run Flamer, Crusher, or Thunderhammer. Or whatever melee weapon you choose for Havoc, and then you run Flamer, and then you run Knives, because the Knives give you a ranged option that the Flamer doesn't have. But, one, this is not Havoc, and two, Immolation Grenades are fun. So, riddle me that one, Joker. Yeah, no, Appalachia is no thank you. I like... Also, like, so, in general, I make fun of cavers a lot. Like, cave divers a lot, and I think cave divers should be made fun of. That's literally, like, one of the stupidest hobbies in the world. Well, let me just risk getting crushed to death by the Earth's plates for, like, the thrill. I feel like out of thrill-seeking, that's, like, the most boring one. You're just inchworming your way between rocks. Sounds really unfun if you ask me. Okay, buddy. There's another one coming in. Alright, we have to do like scanning or something. Woo. Alright, let me like scan or something. Let me do the objective. Let me like play the video game or something, you know? I remember when they first added stims and they moved the aspects to 5, it confused me so much. Because, like, I knew it had done it, but my brain was like, this isn't the same. But yeah, cave diving. I think another thing we should make fun of is people who solo camp and, like, do, like, stealth camping and stuff in, like, purposely, like, fucked up areas. Or, like, solo camping in general without a firearm. Like, I'm sorry, you know, your stance on guns aside, but I'm not, if I ever go solo camping, which I wouldn't, I probably wouldn't even go duo camping. Camping is just not something I'd enjoy. But if I ever go camping, I will be having a firearm. And I will shoot something if need be. Like, one, if it's a bear, I'll shoot in the air. I'll scare the bear off. That's fine. Bear's not here. But if it's a person, I don't know if a warning shot will do. Like, you see so many videos, like, people essentially, like, just... I saw... you see so many videos of, like, people having, like, actual interactions with humans while solo camping, and it's always like, this is terrifying. Wherever this beast Nurgle is, it is fucking dying. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just terrifying. Do I want cooldown or damage? I don't think I need the cooldown. I'll gladly take the damage. I gotta brush my teeth. I can feel the candy on my teeth. I shouldn't have taken those grenades, but yoink. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. It's like, why do you purposely put yourself in danger, huh? I did see one video, though, that was, like, the funniest, most, like... It was definitely, like, super scripted, but it was so funny. Or maybe it wasn't, and then if it wasn't, it was terrifying. Essentially, this Russian guy had gone out solo camping, and his dog apparently got spooked, so the dog ran off after something. Because he'd been, like, hearing things around his camp and whatnot. Dog ran off, dog didn't return. He was like, okay, well, the dog's not coming back tonight, I just gotta go to sleep. He tries to sleep, he does. And he wakes up and he goes looking for his dog into the night. And then, like, he hears noise again, and the dog, like, returns. But then, like, he's, like, moving around, and, like, he sets up his tripod camera with, like, a ring light, essentially, to, like, record or whatever. And, like, an arrow hits the tree above him, like an arrow from a compound bow. I guess it could have been a normal bow, but it had compound bow vibes, considering how far it went into the tree. And it was just like, so, and then he like ducks, and he's like hiding. Where the f am I going? And then an arrow hits above him where he's hiding on the other side of the tree, which he had moved to, implying there's like, oh, potentially multiple people. And then he like dashes for the tripod to like knock the light down to turn it off, and it was just so funny. The video cuts there. It was so scripted, but so funny. It's just like, buddy, this is the most. I mean, good, you know, putting faith in your friends like that. Or if it was real, genuinely terrifying. But also, like, why would you not go out with a gun? Do they have gun? Do you have Second Amendment in, or the equivalent of the Second Amendment in Russia? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Russia's kind of, you know, it is a dictatorship over there. Hello. I think what you're supposed to do, actually, for optimal damage is you hit them once, hit Crushers once so you can apply trauma, and then you do your Chastise the Wicked for the optimal damage there. But, like, whatever, man. As long as the Crusher dies. I love this Crusher skin a lot. It's actually, like, one of the best of the Mechanicus cosmetics. Like, the Revolver and the Crusher are, like, probably the best. The Flamer skin's not bad, but the Revolver and the Crusher probably are the best ones. Like, it's because it's nice they have an actual, like, model change rather than just, like, a color palette swap. Like, don't get me wrong, the color palette's nice, but it's, you know, it's not. Oh, actually, the double barrel's quite good, too, because it no longer makes it a sawed-off. It just makes it a normal, the old double barrel shotgun. You know, related to that, solo camping thought I had earlier. One of my favorite quotes from Top Gun, which is James. Is it James? I think, yeah, James May. He's like, a man who sleeps with a machete is a fool every night but one, which is why I have a machete near my bed. Well, you know, it's part of the reason why. My dad gave me the machete one time when he had, like, turned up at my house at, like, 3 a.m., baked a cake, and then said, hey, do you want a machete? I made cake. And I was like, what? And I was like, yeah, man, sure. Need I say that he was not living at the house at the time. He had moved to other places. So him just showing up at my house at like 3 a.m. Making a cake, and then I shouldn't be taking this ammo. I'm really, like, good on ammo. I don't know how that missed me, but you know what? Don't count the Emperor's blessings. He might start counting them with you. I don't know what that means, but it sounded something, right? Kind of sounded cool. I don't have hammer. I have Slaughterer, so I lose a lot of my damage because I don't have. I think it's like Hammer Blow or whatever. The things that are staggered take more damage or whatever. I put on Slaughterer to try it out, and I kind of miss having Impact or whatever the fuck it's called. I feel like I don't kill things as quick, at least Crushers. Like, I don't think you really needed Slaughter anyway on the Crusher Mall, so I might put on Hammer Blow or whatever the fuck it's called. Oh, speaking of unrelated things to the previous topics, Joe Plays Games, popular Darktide lore YouTuber, friend of the channel, uploaded a video of never before heard box intercepts, which apparently are in the don't I have when you're sprinting it counts as dodging? I mean, those gunners were locked in on me anyway, so it's like kind of a fucked up situation to be in. And they were pretty, you know. Are we taking that? Jesus Christ. That's a lot of shotgunners. Okay, I do not have my ability, so I got to be careful. Woo! Alright, bones healed. God, I remember when the Crusher was purely CC, and then they made it like one of the most effective killing weapons in the game. Bro doesn't see the idol. Whatever, man. Idle schmeidel.
It will likely be invasive.
Whatever, man. And there were some pretty interesting. Apparently, the heretics are coming in close to finding out where the Morning Star is. Now, if you don't know, it's kind of like an old... Ouch. Kind of an old known thing is that Mistress Brahms is rather trigger happy about blowing up ships that come nearby the Morning Star, which is, you know, on a heretic-filled planet, I feel fairly reasonable, although perhaps a bit presumptuous. There's also been more Vox intercepts about Eldar, which once again kind of leads into the theory that Swagger himself is an Eldar. Now, I think that'd be kind of cool, so I kind of hope that he is one, because I think it'd be cool. And also, like, once you might be saying, oh, but he's so small and Eldar so tall, and I'm like, you're correct. However, the Eldar have before used psychic means or technological means to disguise themselves. Yeah, most notably probably in Gaunt's Ghosts. I can't remember which book, but it's the book where he bangs the Inquisitor. The Eldar pretend to be from Tanith, and like it fools everybody for a bit. Actually, I hold the book. That's a good spot for the M. You can actually reach it. Do you have all three scripts? We do. Beautiful. I'm gonna wait. I'm going to wait. I don't like how that tree's creaking with like fleshy noises. Yeah, you're not getting out, buddy. You're gone. Why would you throw that? I used to pick up the scripture, I guess. Although, can you... Actually, I think if you're below it, does it still count? I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. I think it will, if you... At the same time, I don't know how much we'll need it. We have 3 zealots. 3 zealots, and I feel like we'll only need the 1 med kit. So... Bad gunners, no gunning. Although the one thing I would see be is like somewhat discrediting to Swagger being an Eldar is the way he talks and his attitude. It's very cocky. Now, Eldar can be cocky, but this one feels a little like Imperial cocky, you know? Although Although then again, maybe, you know, maybe it's... Okay, we'll see if we can... Oh yeah, if you stand right here, you get it. Beautiful. I almost got trapped. That would have been... Ah. Fire does not burn, for the faith inside me burns hotter than the fire around me. Heretic. Just a quick little breeze going through to help clear out some of these less than desirables. Oh, I got a Roomba today. I forgot to mention, I got a Roomba. It's pretty great. I had a lot of fun programming, and watching it like map out my house was like so funny. It's like, humans find the silliest things cute. Just a nice little breeze to help clear out the nastiness in the air. And also, you know, I knew that like Roombas were like good, but this thing was surprisingly good. I mean, I would hope so. Normally it was like, this one I got was normally like $700-800. I got it on sale for $350 plus my Target Red card. So I actually got it for like $330. I had to drive like 2 hours to San Dimas. Well, not 2 hours. About an hour or so to San Dimas to get it, but it was worth. And like, it's actually like cleared up quite a bit of my like floor. Like, I live, you know, like, it's not one of those things where like, oh my god, you can replace normal sweeping with this. You still got to sweep in some of the places the Roomba can't get to, but like, it's something to help keep it clean, you know? It's a preventative measure rather than the solution. Excuse me, coming through. There. Oh, very nearly. Alright, make like eggs and get the fuck out of here. How about that? Just a nice little breeze to clear it out. Where are we going? This one? Nope. Alrighty. Whee! Move out of the way. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bad. Bad trap or no trapping. You know, I've had this the whole time. Probably should have used it at some point. You know, just sometimes you forget you have it. Or like you don't end up in a situation where you really think you need it. But I should have just used it at the end, I guess. There's not even like a lot of zombies here. So just like, what am I... This is high intensity engagement zone, by the way. Could have fooled me. I thought this was low intensity. Book. At least we got all 3 scriptures. We didn't get all the... idols, unfortunately, but you know, it's all good. I need another jelly bean.
The beneficent emperor is my god.
Nice. Oh, that guy's coming with us, I guess. Alrighty. Hell yeah, that was a good run. No deaths. Love that. And we got a shock mall for it. I gotta use the shock malls more. Well, if you made this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't. I'm not your mother, but you better brush your teeth. Now have a good one. Bye-bye.